Welcome to the Live Wide Open podcast. I'm your host, Randy B. Ramirez, also known as Wide Open Randy, and I'm here to serve anyone who's looking to level up from their current situation. This show helps raise the bar for all the motorsport enthusiasts, those who want more out of life, those who want to do more, those who want to be more, those who love the thrill, the joy, and the connection of what these high performance engines bring into our lives. Because holding it wide open is just what we do. Being a good freaking person is who we are, and living our lives to the fullest is the lifestyle that we choose. Today, we're going to be talking about a method that you can use whenever you feel that your anxiety or that your stress is starting to flare up. Because, truth be told, feeling that way fucking sucks. It really does, man. But choosing to remain that way is really a personal choice, my friends. So what do you say? We get into helping you feel a little better? Huh? Let's do it. This method right here is simple. I learned this from someone, one of my mentors. I listened to a lot of his stuff, and this has helped me in the past. And I had recommended it to a friend or two, and they were like, "Oh shit, this shit really works." Because it's all about bringing awareness to your mind, right? And so I wanted to share it with you guys so that anyone listening can also incorporate it into their life, into the routine, so that whenever you start feeling the anxiety, whenever you start feeling the stress, whenever you start feeling just like your emotions are starting to get unbalanced, you implement this little strategy and it helps you regain control, right? And so the term, it's all based on one term, on a word, right? And so that word, that term is HALT, right? And it's easy. It's the easy way to remember it is like whenever you're feeling like your anxiety is creeping up, whenever you feel like your stress is creeping up, whenever you feel like your emotions are starting to get the best of you, you just fucking say to yourself, HALT, right? And like HALT means to bring to a stop, right? And the word HALT, it stands for 4 simple questions that you're going to ask yourself so that you can begin to feel better almost immediately. Because, and I say almost immediately because really it's all about bringing awareness to your situation, right? And once you bring awareness to your mind about why you're feeling that way, you're like, oh, okay, well, it's because of this. Well, let's start working on that solution. And so, HALT: hungry, angry, lonely, or tired, right? It stands for those 4 words. HALT, stop, HALT. Remember, hungry, angry, lonely, tired. And so remember that it is like, it's up to you to really, and the reason why I'm pausing right here is because it could really be difficult when you're in the situation to ask yourself and to make yourself pause. Because I feel like I've come such a long way with controlling my emotions, but I used to be this fucking hothead, and sometimes it still gets the best of me, And then you get high, you get stressed, your anxiety's building, and you fucking shoot quick and you react, and so in the moment, it's really hard. I will say this. I wanted to put it out there because we're all fucking human. In the moment, it's really hard to, to try to calm yourself down. But if you can remember this word, HALT, you could really start to control your emotions. You can control that anxiety creep. You can control that emotional off balance that you're feeling because it's probably related to one of these 4 things, right? And the word HALT, it stands for, it's an acronym, right? And the reason why it really just helps you lower like whatever you're feeling, like whether it be anxiety, stress, an emotional imbalance, is because as soon as you bring awareness, right, to your mind, as soon as you bring awareness to the problem, as soon as you're like, oh shit, I'm all emotionally unbalanced because of this. Oh, I'm feeling that way because of this. Then once you figure that out, you can just start to work. You can just start to work on creating a solution for yourself, right? And so remember, HALT: hungry, angry, lonely, or tired. Stands for that, right? And so let's start with the first question that you're going to ask yourself, right? Remember, your anxiety starts creeping up, getting all stressed out, feeling your emotions being fucking like all off balance. You're like, all right, remember, HALT, HALT. Like think about it in a term of like stop. You want to stop this, right? So halt. And so the first question you're going to ask yourself is, man, am I feeling hungry right now? Right? Because what happens when you are hungry is that it usually is an early warning sign that your blood sugar level is low. And when your blood sugar levels are low, they could really mess with your mood. So ask yourself, man, when was the last time that I ate something? Right? Because the anxiety buildup or the anger that you may be feeling is probably just because you're hungry. Haven't you heard the term hangry? Come on, like I know you've seen those Snickers commercials when the person like is all in their feelings, he has his hair up, or he's like this fucking monster because he's all emotional unbalanced. He's like, ah, and then like they fucking hand him a Snickers to help him cure his hunger, and then the mood goes away, and the person is right back to normal, feeling like, oh shit, I'm all good. And so think about it. Am I just hungry? Right? And so the second letter in the word halt is the letter A, right? HALT, HALT, hungry, angry, lonely, tired. And so A goes with angry, right? And now that you know that your mood shift isn't due to, you being hungry, or if it was, then you go solve it and bam, then you solve your mood shift. But if it wasn't due to being hungry, then perhaps it's really because something is truly bothering you, right? And so think about your situation. Think about what's going on right now. Think about, what happened to you, right? Are you maybe holding on to any emotional triggers that are affecting your stress hormones? Right? This one's important because learning to let go can truly set you free. Like, man, I've heard that plenty of times, and I always thought it was like one of those like wishy-washy terms. And like, oh, that's so gay. Oh, that's like, oh, that's so cute. Let go and it will set you free. But it really does fucking work. It really does go with it. You just gotta learn to let go, and it's challenging. It's difficult, especially when you're in the fucking midst of it, right? Like when you're fucking and your emotions, and you have this emotional imbalance going on in your life, like last thing you're thinking about is fucking, oh, let me let go of it so it could set me free. Like, but it's true. You gotta be able to see what is fucking me up right now. What is throwing me off? What is affecting me, right? And so you see, like I'm a big believer that we don't have bad days. We just have bad moments, right? So don't let something that happened to you during the day fuck up your entire day, right? It could be just a moment if you're able to really pull yourself out of the situation. If you're able to just look at yourself from a 50,000 foot level and look into you, like imagine, like the term, you can't read the label from inside the jar. Well, if you're able to pull yourself out and look at your situation, see what's bothering you, and what's analyze the situation, then you're probably going to be able to come up with a solution. And remember, it's not happening for you; it's happening to you. So just think about it that way, right? And also, there's this cool rule, and I heard it somewhere. I don't remember who made it up, but it's a simple little rule. Like, whenever you fucking get all flustered, when you're on your emotions, like think about it, man. Is this gonna affect me in 5 years, right? And if it's not, because most of the time it's not. If it's not gonna affect you in 5 years, then don't spend more than 5 minutes letting you get upset. Don't spend more than 5 minutes letting you fuck yourself up. Don't give into that emotional unbalance. Like remember that you are in control, my friends, right? Don't let a bad moment that triggered something inside of you really trash your entire day. Like think to the bottom of it, and then maybe it could be something that triggered something that kind of fucked you up a long time ago, and you haven't really dealt with that situation, and then you turn, like, all right, you know what? I'm sorry, man. It's just triggered something I need to resolve, and then now you got to go work on that situation. But it takes self-awareness and really being able to have the bigger picture in mind to be able to come up with a solution, right? And so the next letter in HALT is the L. We covered hungry, we covered angry. Now the L stands for lonely, right? So I'm thinking about, when was the last time that you had like a social connection? Like have you been by yourself all day? I know this one hit me hard when I was working from home, because man, working from home, you end up being by yourself a lot. So sometimes I gotta go and talk to someone. And sometimes even on social media, it's just like it's make believe sometimes, because you're not having no physical connections. A lot of the time, you just need to go speak to someone in person. Go have a social interaction. Like social connections, they truly boost your mental health. So, have you been lonely all day? Have you not been talking to anyone? Like, go interact with someone. Like, go do something. This one works all the time. Like, when you're ever feeling in a fucked up mood, go do something nice for someone. And what that does is that since you pull your focus and your attention away from you towards someone else, and you're doing something positive for someone, it really helps you shift and elevate your mood, right? Or maybe you go even give someone a big ass hug. Like, I'm a big hugger. When I see my friends, I was like, "Oh, what's up, man?" And I go and I give them a big tight hug, especially if someone that means a lot to me. Like, because it makes you feel good. We share that connection. Like, social connections truly boost your mental health. And so, fucking do it, bro. Get out of your comfort zone. I promise you that it will make you feel better. And the last letter here in the word HALT is the T. And the T stands for tired. So check in with yourself, like, to see if it is that maybe you're just emotionally unbalanced because you're just feeling fucking tired. Maybe it's due to a lack of sleep. Like, did you get enough sleep last night? Like, have you been getting enough sleep for the last couple of nights? Because sometimes, for me, I could get a good sleep last night, but if for the last couple other nights I had shitty quality sleep and I had very little hours, my body's not going to recover over just one night. So be able to analyze your last couple of nights of sleep, right? Because the lack of sleep really affects your mood. And a lot of people don't connect these two, right? I know I didn't for a long time. And I will say that, we're all different, and everyone is different with regards to the amount of sleep, the amount of quantity, the amount of hours that you're going to need during the night to really just feel recharged. Like, I know I need less sleep than my wife does. My wife is more of a deep sleeper, but she just needs more rest. But ask yourself, man, like, man, did I get at least 6 hours of sleep? Right? And of quality sleep. Because a lot of the time you're like, man, I slept for 8 hours, but then you really analyze that and you woke up fucking 3 or 4 times during the night. So that's not quality sleep. Like, are you getting good quality sleep, right? I know, like, for me, like, especially now that I'm being so active and I'm demanding so much from my body, and I'm doing strength training, and I'm doing triathlon. I just started triathlon training again for the one in December. And I know that if I'm not getting a good 7 hours of rest, of sleep, but like good quality rest, that shit really starts to affect my mood, right? And I used to never think that this shit was correlated. Like, I used to always be that guy that said, "Oh, sleep, man, who the fuck needs that shit, man? I'll sleep when I die." Like, I would go by getting 4 hours of sleep every single night. I would do it like that. I would go to work, fucking killing it at work. But then what happened is that Friday would come around and I would fucking crash. I really would. And what I failed to notice back then was that as the week progressed, my quality work output decreased. It got shittier. Monday had good days. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday got shitty as fuck. And I would thought, oh, I'm putting these long hours, but when I fucking really would, I never really thought about to really analyze like my week, how I'm doing it now. And now that I'm able to look back, I'm like, yo, fuck, I was leaving so much on the fucking table, bro. And so make sure that you're getting enough rest so that you can avoid the mood swings, my friends. Remember, HALT. Like, and if, stop, like, when your anxiety is building up, your stress is building, remember, stop. And the word HALT is really the acronym, right? Hungry, angry, lonely, or tired. And so ask yourself, man, when you're feeling that emotional imbalance, HALT. Am I feeling hungry? Am I feeling angry? And I'm just holding on to something that I shouldn't be? Or am I lonely and I need to speak to someone, or I need to go see someone, or I need to have a social interaction? Or am I just tired and I haven't been getting enough rest? Like, is it due to a lack of sleep? And so if you address these 4 key areas, once you prove to your mind that you are feeling that way because of one of those 4 mentioned areas, which those are quick areas, especially with an acronym that you can just right off the, like, just ask yourself, oh, am I going through this shit? HALT. It's all about having little quick tools in your toolbox so that can help you grab control of your day, right? And then once you know it's one of them, then you can really begin to work on the solution. And I know, like, more often than not, this is so true. Once you bring awareness to why you're feeling a certain way, then you can just tell yourself, oh man, I'm fucking having I feel like in a shitty mood. Just fuck, I guess I'm just hungry. Haven't ate something in a long time. And you could just go get something to eat. And it's just proving to yourself why you're feeling that way so that you can go create a solution for the problem. And remember that it's all about being kind to yourself. And it's all about understanding what is going on in your mind and also what is understanding what is going on in your body. So whenever you feel the anxiety roll up, make sure that you tell it, halt, and ask yourself those simple questions. You got this shit, my friends. Yo, I'm driving the checkered flag deep into the ground, and I'm calling out all the motorsport enthusiasts who want to improve their situation. Let's break free from all the shit that's been holding us back, and let's become the badass motherfuckers that we're meant to be. Breaking the stereotype is exactly what we're here to do. This movement is called Live Your Life Wide Open, and helping others level the fuck up is the mission that God has tasked us with. Join me on this journey while we empower our people to do more and to be more. Man, and if by any chance you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and grab that scramble button so you never miss another episode. And if you connected with today's message, my brothers, my sisters, I'm asking you, please share this on your story and tag me at Wide Open Randy so that more people can see and hear about this podcast. Because ultimately, those are just the actions that help us connect with more people and help us spread the message and help more gearheads level up. I'll catch up with you guys on the next episode, but till then, live your life wide open, my friends. Peace.